Everybody, so I am on my laptop today because I'm actually in Austin at PayPal's office there. And yeah, I thought I'd show you something really quick. It is a component by Ryan Florence, made quite a while ago, but I use it all the time. Not really in application code a whole lot, but yeah, definitely sometimes and lots of times when I'm like prototyping something, or you might use this in like a storybook or something. But it used to be called React Component Component, which I thought was a great name, but he renamed it. So anyway, I think he's actually going to rename it again because now he has this Reach organization thing that he's working on. But in any case, the component itself is pretty cool. So I'm going to import component from reaction component. What does he call it? Yeah, he imports component. So if you're doing React, component, then you're going to run into a problem. By the way, that's actually technically wrong because React doesn't actually export something called component. It exports only React with a component property on it. So I always use React.component. In any case, here because we're importing this, we can add it as a dependency in Code Sandbox, which I will do. And now I can use the React component. And inside of this, it's a render prop API. And so I can say div, div, and then we're gonna make a counter. So I have button, and we're gonna get the count button. We gotta get that count from somewhere, so we're gonna get some state and state.count, and then we need a set state that we'll get from component. And actually, let me double check. I'm pretty sure, yeah. And so then we'll say on click. And we could do this a couple ways. I'll just do an inline arrow function. Set state. Current state. We'll do a state updater function here. Here, actually, let's just do. We'll destructure that. I'm like losing track of my parentheses. Okay, count is count plus 1. Yeah, I've totally lost track. Oh, yeah, and I need to closing that. Okay, cool. So we also need to specify initial state. So that's just an empty object. We'll say count is 0. And as I click it, it counts up. Hooray! So let me explain this code here really quick. Component is a React component that it's actually pretty simple. We can take a look at the implementation here really quick. Actually, really quick, before I wanted to check the chat really quick just in case I messed up something and nobody can hear me. But yeah, if we check out the index, it's only 59 lines of code. It's pretty simple. So state is set to the initial state, and then it has a set state and force update, which you don't see as a consumer, but they're in here because they're used as part of the children callback. So this get args is right here. So if you are familiar with downshift or any of my teaching material, this get args function would actually be the get state and helpers. That's what I call it. But in any case, we get props state, and then a set state and a force update, and that's what you have access to. And then for each of the props, you have did mount for component did mount, and did mount gets all the args. Should component update is only applicable if should component update is a prop, and in that case you can return true or false the way you want to. Will unmount, you also have access to that, which is pretty cool. And component did update, and those are the only ones you have access to. So if you need like get snapshot or whatever, get derived props from state, or get derived state from props, or any of those other things, then this isn't going to help you a whole lot. Also, it doesn't have the deprecated methods of like component will update and those things because yeah, they're deprecated for a reason. So anyway, but we have access to all that stuff. So the component renders our render prop, our callback, and It gets the args, which we're destructuring as state and set state. We could also get force, force update and props. Those are the things we get. And then here we render whatever we want. We have a button with an on click, and here I'm inlining that set state, but we could do just about anything you could imagine there. We could extract this into another function that accepts set state as an argument or something. Anything like that. So anyway, I just wanted to show that off to you, and I hope you have an awesome day. See ya!